continual interruptions of the plan of the enemy. So tonight, pray from your belly. We're going to pray for Pastor Leah, and then we're going to pray for this house. A few weeks ago, the Lord started waking up my dream life. I've been dreaming like crazy, but I stepped into a room a few weeks ago. I stepped into this room. It was Justin, myself, Winston, and Justin. Excuse me. Shamika, myself, Winston, and Justin. That's fine. I ain't never scared. It's okay. We stepped into a space where there was this man who was, we stepped into this foyer, almost like a foyer, and there were people standing in the foyer. Eventually it ended up just being us. I could tell that we were standing outside of a very large room. The doors that led to that room were double doors, very ornate. And we were standing on the outside, almost as if it was the waiting room to another room. Not far from that room was another space where there was someone sitting on a couch. And he was bald, but I knew he was an agent of hell. I knew that he was an agent of hell, and I began to ignore him. I got to the door, and I began to go through the door, and he began to say, mm-hmm. And I turned around and said, "What did you say?" And he said, "I knew you knew I was here." I asked him, "What is your name?" And he began to say, "My name is Waylay. Waylay." And so I'm thinking, of course, is that some type of foreign name that I'm going to have to get up and research? But what I found out was that it was not a foreign name. It was actually an English word, waylay, which means ambush, sudden surprise attack. And I said, "Waylay, why are you here?" And he said, "I've come to bring your demise." And the same way that person in the dream that you had, I know who they are, looked.